Okay, Julia, Emily.
Hi.
Just Julia and Emily and Natalie, not Natalie. Anyway, we got a technology malfunction here. So I guess what I'm going to do is answer your questions about quiz 1. I'm glad I put that up today, and I'm glad a couple of you guys actually emailed me and said it's not showing up, and I went back, adjusted the dates. Basically, I had been working on this for some time. I did not update, so it had it like closing on Monday 2 days ago. And if you hadn't emailed me, I wouldn't have known, and I'm very appreciative. So did you guys get a chance to take a look at this? Does it make sense? Well, let me tell you about some of the things I was going to show you today. And that is that I'm asking you to write a short research paper, 5 pages. You may have seen that on the assignments too. It's there with quiz 1. It's not due for another 3 weeks plus, but I want this quiz 1 to be kind of a segue into that paper. And so you won't have to choose another artwork to do the research on. I want you to do some writing, a little bit of research, and some thinking, some analysis is really what that quiz 1 is about. When we get closer to the paper being due, we'll talk about how to get more information, which was something I had on today, but we don't need to do it now. I was going to walk you through a library tour. Some of you guys probably know how to get to Maryville University Library. Some may not. Usually in the second semester in the spring, most people already have some working knowledge of it. In the fall, get a lot of people first time on campus. And so anyway, that doesn't need to happen right now. I want you to list your sources, but I'm not asking you to format it or have it in a particular kind of bibliography. We're going to talk about bibliographic format when I walk you through the library and I show you some research tips and writing tips and stuff like that. That's all in the written assignment, but we don't have to worry about that now. What I want you to do is be able to get this going and get it in so that when we come back on Monday, I'll have a chance to have looked at them. I'll see where you guys are at. Give it your best shot. See what you like, how you write, maybe give you some tips. Maybe on Monday, we'll talk a little bit more about how to format. How many, I'm not gonna, this is a loaded question. How many know what style manual is used in art history? MLA, APA? Could be. You familiar with APA? And that's what a lot of people use. What they use in art history and some of the upper reaches, and what I want you to become familiar with is the Chicago Manual. And there's a subset of that. It's a style manual written by Kate Turabian. And it's kind of, the Chicago style manual is like 2,000 pages or something, but Turabian actually kind of makes it simple. And so style manuals, all they do is give you a format for the kind of information you need to document, the kind of information, the kind of writing you'll do in the discipline. So APA, that really is set up in a lot of ways as American Psychiatric Association, but it's really kind of out of medical journals and such. And Turabian, not like MLA, not like APA, but it's more suitable. Anyway, I'm going on. I wish I had a projector for you. It looks like it's all the way dead now. I'm gonna see if I can't. It says it may take, I don't want to turn it down. It's dead. I thought maybe if it cooled off a little bit. So I didn't give you your money's worth today. I can't show you all this stuff. I want to ask a favor of you though, and that is on Canvas, I have High Renaissance, chapter 22, and it as a PowerPoint. You don't need to go through the whole thing. We're going to talk about it later, but I do want you to see the first few slides. After the cover slide, after the map, I put in a diagram of Masaccio's, the tribute money, with perspective lines, how that all centers or converges on Jesus. It's all spelled out. I thought I had that slide for you on Monday. And the next couple of slides after that, I've made a brief mention of art history began in the Renaissance, actually in the early 16th century. And it was basically a book, as I said on Monday, a coffee table book about the most excellent architects, painters, and sculptors. It was written by a guy named Giorgio Vasari. And it is kind of recognized, at least in the West, as the first art history book. And it's kind of a mix of telling you what these people did with their artwork, their accomplishments, and it also gives something of a biography as well. I didn't put all of that in there, but if you want to see the frontispiece, and I put some of the illustrations in that PowerPoint, and we'll talk about that on Monday. And so, any other questions? David, I'm glad you had some questions. I'm glad you guys looked at this. That worked out. Yes. So Kaylee, okay, good. I'm still trying to learn your name. So Kaylee, what you got?
One of the details was one, it says illustration.
Yes. Yeah, see, if that was one of the things I was gonna spell out. All of the illustrations in the book are numbered, and they have two numbers. The first number would begin with 20, 21, 22. That's the chapter. Then it has a point, a dot, a decimal point, and then it has from the beginning of the chapter 1. So the first illustration in chapter 20 would be 20.1. That's the number I'm looking for. I don't think you'll see 20.1 because usually the first illustration is a map. But that's the number I'm looking for. I left those on all of the slides too, and they are in the book as well. So good question. All right, well, 26 minutes of nonstop action. Woo-hoo, you guys, I'm wearing you out. You guys are ready to go. I gave you work, quiz 1, that's good enough. We'll meet again, hopefully with a projector, so you can see what I'm talking about. And so stay warm, be safe. You guys, I really like the idea. I really like that you guys are here. Oh, David, yes.
So, yeah, question about quiz 1. Where exactly is bonus use from?
20, chapter 20.
Oh,
You got both volumes then, I see. See, it depends on how they do this. Red Shelf will sometimes give you one or the other, and sometimes they'll give you the whole thing. Find it, David?
yeah, so just anywhere from chapter 20 and beyond.
To the end of the book, yeah.
Okay.
Outcast. The group, boombox, speaker box, I mean, yeah. Hey, whoa. See, I'm not that old. Any other questions? All right. Be safe. My apologies. Technology, the thing that makes our lives so much more easy today. So you guys at home, you guys, sorry about the, you know what.
Have a good one.
You too, Wes.
Have a good weekend.
Thanks.
Thank you.